penalty shootout. Would have penalties here if this game finishes as a draw, remember. Here's De Jong.
Really just, we said it was a toe poke before. This time as well, it's more of a hit at the ball instead of right through it. You've got to put power, when it's on an angle, you've got to put power into it to beat the goalkeeper. We say about goalkeepers not getting beat at their near post. Well, the one thing that beats them is power.
Chelsea on the back foot in the opening 11 minutes of the second half. Mount.
Everything seems to be breaking down on us at the moment. We're not getting anywhere near the goal. Midfield has been dominated by Barcelona in many respects. And although we've not got going, even when we are in possession, we've not looked anywhere near as bright and as sharp as we did in the first half.
Pedro can do something about that now. Is up from distance.
Yeah, it's on target, isn't it? But again, easy for the goalkeeper. And once you pinch the ball like that, you just expect a little bit more from Pedro. But no complaints if he gets hold of it well. Probably flies into the top corner, but not this time.
Jody Morris out there having a conversation with Frank Lampard. Of course, Jody's got his own history. For a shot from the edge of the box here, which is well saved, but it's come back to Rafinha. Flags up though.
Well, again, Kepa this time with a better save. It's well struck, it's on target, it's towards that bottom corner. Kepa gets down really well. In the end, Rafinha just offside, but excellent play, isn't it, from Barcelona? Good 1- and 2-touch football. It's a decent enough effort, but he'll be smart by Kepa. He'll be pleased with that, Kepa. You know, we often say about goalkeepers, you know, he hasn't been involved as he pre-season. They need a bit of time, don't they, to get back into it. But if he pleased with those saves that he's made in this second period.
Abraham, great flick on. Went up just as it looked as though Pulisic was going to get through. More changes are going to happen now for Chelsea. Giroud, Kennedy and Ross Barkley all coming on. First number to go up is that of Christian Pulisic. How's he done for you today, Clive?
Well, we haven't seen a great deal of him in the second half, but I'd have to say his first half performance was excellent. And it looks like we're going to get a lot out of this young lad, and he can only get better for me. I think he's looked bright, sharp, effective. I've enjoyed watching him.
Giroud will take the place of the goal scorer, Tammy Abraham. Well, Tammy's done what he was there to do.
Well, 2 chances, puts one away, 50% record. That's more than good enough at this stage of the pre-season. He's done really well, Tammy Abraham. I think his link-up play was good, his running in behind was excellent. His work rate was decent too. So, just gives us another option, which is fabulous.
Mason Mount not quite as involved as he was on Friday.
Not quite as much, but still a big part, I think, to play.
Ben and Jason were talking about it at half-time. It's going to be fascinating when Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Callum Hudson-Odoi are back fit again. So many options in midfield for Frank Lampard. So much space here for Carlos Perez. Bit indecisive. Managed to tee up a teammate. Good shot, well held again. Rafinha denied by Kepa, who's really on form.
Another good save by Kepa, isn't it? But again, one I thought he probably could save because the actual strike isn't ferocious. And it's decent, it's on target, but he's not really leathered it and given Kepa no chance with the pace of the shot. Good defending initially as well by Azpilicueta, just to slow him down and force him into making a pass which we could hopefully deal with.
Jorginho played for an hour now, still Tammy Abraham's goal 10 minutes before the end of the first half, dividing the teams. Here's Ross Barkley, who impressed as a substitute on Friday. Involved with England in the Nations League at the end of last season. Kovacic knew what he did. It was a half-hearted attempt at an apology to try and get away without conceding a free kick.
It was difficult, wasn't it? He put both hands on his back, goes to ground, it's always going to be a free kick, but it's nice to see the enthusiasm when we start pressing. Pedro going, Giroud going, then through midfield, Kovacic trying to squeeze as well, and you've got to do that.
Alonso's touch back in field for Pedro. Won't do Chelsea any harm to just keep the ball amongst themselves for a minute or two and dampen down the Barca enthusiasm.
Yeah. Not at all. You know, good to see it, especially in their half of the pitch. You know, they're going to want to try and push up and squeeze the play, but while we're in possession, we're a bit tentative about that. That's good space.
Barkley. Alonso. Kennedy, worth a go for Kennedy. Deflection, made it a really good save by Neto actually. Came off Jean-Claire Todibo and the goalkeeper had to adjust his position in an instant.
Good save, good sharp, smart save, but Kennedy does the right thing. Again, Giroud keeps the ball alive around the box. How often have we said that in the last seasons just gone? But Kennedy spot on, take the shot on, try and bend it into that far corner. Deflection, good save by Neto. Maybe that's the start of the second half that we need, a little bit more anger in front of goal. Gets the adrenaline rushing.
There's Carlos Perez, seen plenty of it since he came on at the break. Rafinha. Semedo out for Malcolm. Barcelona on Saturday played Vissel Kobe. David Villa, Andres Iniesta, Podolski and another former Barca youth player, Sergei Samper, all playing their football for Kobe, or right at the bottom of J1 actually. Problem here for Mateo Kovacic, or Jorginho, beg his pardon. Chelsea Reading at the Medeski on Sunday, and Red Bull Salzburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Cross.
Barcelona also going to play Arsenal in Barcelona on the 4th of August, then they're playing Napoli twice in the USA on the 7th and on the 10th. La Liga season kicking off the weekend after the Premier League, and also starting away to Athletic Bilbao. Also building up to that trip to Old Trafford on Sunday the 11th. And a small matter of the Super Cup against Liverpool a couple of days later. It's amazing how the
fantastic
fixture computer works.
Well, I suppose the Super Cup is inevitable, but the fact that we're playing Man United, I think it's a great time to play for me. Start of the season. You never know. We often talk about games at the beginning, games at Christmas, great games at Easter, strange results. I wouldn't say us beating them is a strange result, but I think if you want to get a positive from it, play them early on.
And as for the Super Cup, it's not a bad time to play Liverpool, bearing in mind Sadio Mane's season 18-19 finished on Sunday. And Firmino and Salah were both playing all throughout the summer too. Rakitic having a go from distance, never really threatening Kepa.
Kepa's been quite comfortable with the saves that he's made. Made good saves. That's a good ball.
Kennedy. Alonso, Pedro there with him. Pedro's ball in toward Kennedy.
Alaba in for Peter up, and there's Tolisso, and again! Second time.